So that one day there, that now the that one of the matter how they take the B on top of the arrangement. Patrick from New Carolina said that one. So that now the leftover from waited the paper to talk. Now quickly this morning, the big talk. Did they call me Ezemmuo one, the chief priest? Are they with you this morning? Two things where we go look at. One of them, the boil poto 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 poto. One of them, the boil waiting poto poto poto. The special assistant to the senior special assistant, okay, the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity. He don't talk some things. Some of the things that when in talk, people don't they react to them. Many people don't they react to them. They say, this talk with this man talk like this, All right. So and then many reactions don't they follow him. Waiting in talk. One of the key things, make I just explore some of the things. Now, Garba the senior social assistant to the president of media and publicity, he talks say the government, the administration of President Muhammad Buhari, the President Muhammad Buhari-led administration, say he don't create 12 million new jobs. 12 million new jobs. 12 million. 12 million new jobs. How you see that particular talk? You know, it is similar to what we don't talk about, say the government of Muhammad Buhari don't achieve food sufficiency. That one said, people see they drag that one. So people say yes. And actually, if you look yes, you get a time for the country where local rice, if you carry local rice, na stone where they put small rice. Because the stone they plenty past the rice sometimes. Well, that's an exaggeration, but then you know what they try to talk. Most local bag, if you check bag of rice, local bags of rice or bags of local rice, you can see plenty stone for inside. Before, some of them the rice, they look nice, they clean, they nice, they're nice to eat. Before. And then the foreign rice now be the preferred option for many people, except some people will still insist, say they must eat the local rice no matter what. It can't be whether they chop foreign rice from day one, anyhow when it be. The local rice, people don't talk. So the angle of say the quality, the way when you take the bee compared to the foreign rice, so they polish well, they do that before. Now, and also before, the local rice, no plenty. As it be, maybe because of the difficulties in growing it, because the land day, the human resources day. Maybe not to grow them, not be the problem. But inside the government of inside the administration of Muhammad Buhari, it can't be like say many. You go see many companies, many brands of local rice don't fool everywhere. Local rice come like say plenty now, and it look better than before. Then another one. So many people going to talk. In fact, if you listen on air, some people talk say not true. People like GB, people like Philip from I think Philip from Karu or so, and everybody. Some people say yes, not true. The agriculture sector, talk about food sufficiency, talk about rice especially, talk about yam, talk about these things. Say it did a lot better now. Somebody called yesterday or day before yesterday, they talk about inflation. Somebody said that figure they wrong. It be like saying my man Christian from BRG, I know they sure whether not Christian from BRG or somebody will say those statistics from MBS about the inflation in April, saying really correct, because the price of rice before is still the price of rice. The price of tomato is still the price of tomato. Say you don't really notice any inflation. So different strokes for different folks. Some people believe, say, inside the administration of President Muhammad Buhari, actually agriculture experienced a small boost, in terms of production, in terms of all of that. Yes, we're not going to turn a blind eye to the issues. Issues they, farmer had a crisis, herders go carry their head or their cattle, go graze. They go graze for farm or farmers, destroy their crops. That one go come. Those ones now go come with reprisal after reprisal. So all of those ones now issues where they never fit resolve up till now. Some days to go. Some days for this government to go. In that area of agriculture, the government we not go fit say they not do well. We not go fit talk so, because if you look at some of the things we happen in the area of agricultural sector, some improvements there, and those improvements according to, because if more and more people they patronize the local food, it means say the local food going to produce more. It means say more and more people, when they come to use mechanized farming, they use more fertilizers, more. So more jobs and more businesses going to come to that sector. And I believe say that's why Garba Shehu talk say the Buhari-led administration don't create 12 million new jobs in agriculture alone. Not be across the other sectors. So only in the area of agriculture. Say this government don't create 12 million new jobs. In the talk for interview, when they do television interview, when they do, it talks to this administration, not be only agriculture. Say this administration do well for security, for power, for fighting corruption. He said in agriculture alone, the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria, RIFAN, they talk about 12 million new jobs. Say that the Rice Farmers Association, now they talk, only rice farmers, say 12 million new jobs. And then say, what they don't do for the agriculture, this administration don't do for agriculture, supposed to make them clap hand for them. And it's supposed to make they just clap hand for them. Say this administration inherited just 4 functional fertilizer processing companies. Only 4. Now they inherit from the before administration 4 fertilizer processing companies. But as at today, it don't reach 52. That's an improvement. Not only is it improvement in the area of the quality of the production, but it's still improvement for job creation, because if companies where they for reach 52, that means you need more people to work in the remaining 48 of them. You say job creation reach 12 million. That's one of the things. Then it's still going to talk about the supplies of fertilizer to 12 million new rice farmers. He said today, like these rice farmers alone, they domestically they produce rice. Say this one are the one when they talk when many people can they drag. We say the country don't achieve food sufficiency and the country don't diversify the economy. Say we are no longer a monocultural economy. We don't be only oil. We depend on say agriculture on its own na big deal. And the government of Muhammadu Buhari don't diversify the economy. They don't put more ginger for inside agriculture, so much so that agriculture itself don't become another branch of hustle or source of revenue for the government. So the government now know they rely on only oil. So agriculture is big enough to bring revenue in. That now some of the things we got about Shehu the talk. Then he go ahead and talk say the country don't spend $5 billion before this administration every day to buy foreign rice. Say money when Nigerians they spend to buy foreign rice every day before. Say if you calculate them, saying about $5 billion. He said, but today they say no $1 leaves Central Bank of Nigeria for foreign rice. Say even one. No, but this one I don't know whether not true, because even people still they chop foreign rice no matter what. People still they chop foreign rice. But I agree, and a lot of people who agree say yes, we see more local rice or more local rice production than before. Many people will agree with you on that one. But foreign rice is still there, still. So, but then he talk about that one. Then he talk about corruption. He said on the area of corruption, he say him go fit to go to bed. Talk about Garba Shehu. Say him go fit to go to bed, sleep soundly when he know. Say nobody go call him from any part of the world, from outside the country, to tell him say we don't notice one bank account where your guy, the president of the country, Muhammadu Buhari, gets huge millions of naira for inside. He say no be Buhari when he know, no be Buhari when in the work for. Say lie. Say Buhari dey above scandal. He has been above scandal from the beginning of his tenure. He's going to be above scandal at the end. The tenure is almost at the end already. Say talk about corruption. Say come on Buhari for inside. Say Buhari no put a. But then people they talk say beyond Buhari himself, if it no get account, we get huge millions for anywhere. But how about he is not the government alone? When they say Buhari administration no be only Buhari. What of the other people within the administration? Can you say the same about them, that they no get any illegal or any corrupt thing we hang for their neck, like necklace? You go fit talk like that? That one another side of the gist. So these are some of the things where Garba Shehu don't raise, where people come. I say raise the talk. It doesn't like say raise dust. People they talk. They talk, and especially the 12 million new jobs for inside of agriculture alone. Say this one. Say President Muhammadu Buhari do well for that area, and then people don't the ginger. Don't they talk about that one? People don't they raise alarm and they don't they talk about them. Don't they say man? You know, they say the agricultural sector don't experience significant growth, and then say that goal where they set will be self-sufficiency in rice production as well as other staple crops. Say they don't achieve them. It has been achieved. Self-sufficiency. It has been achieved. Somebody says a statement of fact. GP. He says a statement of fact. But then, Business Day been reports earlier in January say this particular, because not be now the government of the administration of Muhammad Buhari don't they talk about what don't happen for agri sector. As of January this year, we'll be here about when did they talk about we'll be here where did they talk about 13 million jobs, agri jobs where they don't create. We they hear about them 30 million agri jobs where they don't create as of January. But then Business Day been bring one report then where did they talk about when President Muhammad Buhari been they get talk for interactive session when they do for United States, when they talk say the Nigerian agricultural revolution don't create about 13 million direct and indirect jobs. But then when Business Day check them, they say the employment in the country agricultural sector will look them. I say the thing they decrease since 1991. It decrease every year according to the data from World Bank. They say the most recent data from World Bank show the employment in the sector as a percentage of the country's total employment say it slowed down from 37% in 2015-2016 to 36% in 2017-2018, and then in 2019, it can slow down again to 35%. It drop 37, 36, 35. And then it drop the goal for 2020, 33.3%. And it still drop the goal. So many people, there's no report with Business Day bring come outside earlier in the year. They say earlier in the year, and so the statistics stand. So people can ask now. So this one now we got Bashewu, they talk, say jobs, 12 million jobs, reforms in the agri sector, food sufficiency, all of these things. What do you think about that one? And interestingly, we don't talk some of these things for instead of paper, but I want to make we close in on this talk for inside of the big talk this morning. Make we close in on this particular matter. Make we reason them. Then, as we the reason that one, the other thing, I tell you, there are two things we could talk about for the big talk this morning. That are number one, the comment of Garba Shehu, the spokesperson of the president or the presidency, when they talk about, say, for agri sector, say the Muhammadu Buhari administration don't achieve food sufficiency, don't create 12 million jobs in agriculture alone, and the reforms in agriculture, say it choke. Say they do well, especially when it concerns rice sufficiency. So, based on that one, people they talk, people say, hey, you know, people they reason and say, you know, people they look at me, based on that one, people they really they look the matter. So, I don't know how you see them. That's number one. Number two, 8:49. Now it's in time to talk this morning on top of the radio Super Citizen at Sunrise, Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now here we did this morning. So the elder matter, when they talk to Senate, don't they look the way that the Senate they look? In fact, they don't look. Say based on one or two on Tuesday, that not yesterday. They sit down. They direct the clerk of the National Assembly, making transmit to the president, President Muhammadu Buhari. All right, the Senate yesterday, we don't tell the clerk of the National Assembly, carry this thing, go give the president, Muhammadu Buhari, carry waiting be that. Bill, where they talk to the bill now, go provide for independent candidacy during elections from local government to the national level. Make them get independent candidacy. Now, this particular bill, they propose for any Nigerian national to contest presidential election as independent candidates. So him or she go obtain verified signatures of at least 20% of registered voters from each of the 36 states of the federation. Should be the city requirement where make some people say he did dead on arrival. Some political analysts say he did dead on arrival. I don't know how you see the matter. Now they say the person must obtain verified signatures of at least 20% of registered voters in from each of the 36 states of the federation, provided that a registered voter shall not sign for more than one independent candidate in respect of the same office. That one means, say, if the registered voter sign in signature, say, yes, I support to make you contest, that same registered voter no go sign for another person to contest for that same office. He no go sign for another person to another contestant to contest for the same office when he signed for another contestant. So the registered voter shall not sign for more than one independent candidate in respect for the same office. That's not one of the provisions. So, but then, suppose when they run for president, you guys get 20% signature of 20% of registered voters from each of the 36 states of the federation. You think say that one day realistic? Some people say, okay, this thing not realistic. Some people say, well, now the way to go. Maybe independent candidature in itself no bad, but some of these modalities where they don't put on ground, some of these requirements where they don't put on ground fit be the thing will go be the problem. But the idea of say somebody go contest in Nigerian national go contest from presidency to local government without the influence, without the kidney of any party, say that one day. But then you go also look the funding, the support, because party they bring some stability to the table. You understand? It gets some people who win election on their own, they no fit to win. Somebody like Peter Obi in strength when he bring come table. Now waiting drive Labour Party, according to many people. Then we get some other people who believe, say, some other people believe, say, based on one or two. Now the party where they belong to now help them. Somebody like imagine like what they have for National Assembly now. Maybe, just maybe, if somebody like a Pabio they contest for Senate seat, for a seat on the Senate, and they know they are in the party of the APC, somebody go fit believes that maybe you're not going to even win the seat. Maybe. So different factors they work on top of this matter. But when we talk about all of these things, independent candidature, then the Senate they push, or the Senate they give them the nod. They don't instruct the clerk to transmit the bill to the president, make the president sign them, and hopefully if he sign them before the end of the tenure. So that one day there, they see they check that one, and as they check that one, make we still check the other one. Two things they here: agriculture, independent candidacy. What do you feel? The numbers they there to call this morning: 0903 22 29 797, 0818 22 22 205, 0818 22 22 206. That's not the number to talk to us this morning. Based on how you be, make we talk. What do you feel about some of these things? Based on how it be. I would have saw this morning now. Morning to you there. Who they talk there sharply? Make we hear from you. Yes, hello. Yes, I did hear you. Go ahead. But your voice is very faint though. Go ahead. Patrick.
Yeah, my name is Patrick.
Patrick from New Carroll. Talk to us.
The first item on the statement from Gerbashev.
Yes.
That the government don't create 12 million jobs, Abi?
12 million jobs, food security, food sufficiency.
Wow.
Especially in the rice production. See, everything's stew. How you see them?
Wow. The thing they baffle me when some people go there for their office. Just relax. Or if they invite them for interview, they'll just relax. Just make the figures out. When they come for this one, who are the people? Where the food security and the food sufficiency where they talk of? My brother, do you know that one mudu of rice is now 1,000 naira? 1,100. What am I?
One mudu of rice is 1,100.
So very soon it will go 1,200. So what are they saying? The job that they create, 12 million jobs. How?
Yes, because the example where they give, they say only fertilizer processing plants don't increase from 4 to 52. That one me say
how much?
Yes, that now people now job creation, that people go work there. Did they make you laugh? Oh? Did they give you laugh?
They laugh that. When Nigeria will be. This is not because I'm not saying this is I hate this government. I don't hate this government. It is what we see that we go by. Now, what we see? We see farmers will go farm again. Like we always see farm rice for people. People they farm rice for national. People they farm rice for to say. Go this state these days. How many of those farmers they comfortable with for that region any longer?
All right.
For the 8 years we you know, so we don't really talk so much concerning this issue.
All right, Patrick, I get issues with your line. Actually, your line I try hard to hear you, but I get issues with your line. So maybe make we go to the newsroom. If we come back from the news, I see the calls them they come in. We go take all of the calls them. One by each, and then Patrick, hopefully you go call us back. I beg, because we actually, your voice they fluctuate. You could also they do somehow. So if you go call us normal call, then you could call us back after we don't come out from the news. 9 o'clock we enter the newsroom. If we come out from the newsroom, the big talk go continue, go reach 9:30, and at the time to hear from you, I want to hear from you. Call us, make we talk about these two big things where they're on top of the table this morning. Then they call me the chief priest, and they come back.
Hello, Abuja. You are listening to 93.7 Citizen FM, the latest radio station based in Nigeria's capital. Our station seeks to broadcast a broad mix of culture and views with priority given to development programming to enable residents share ideas and opinions, music and drama. At Citizen FM, we believe in progressive talk and solution-driven conversation. Our aim is to build a united Nigeria by bringing people of diverse culture together through communication. Enjoy listening to 93.7 Citizen FM. We are more than just a radio station. We are a part of your life.
The issues. Everybody respected that because it was coming from the president.
Purely behind it, the way the people took the battle in their hands. Some civil servant retired without a roof over his head.
The cause.
If we cannot trust you, then you cannot take the ticket of this country. Who cannot be divulged from those who cause the crisis. Honestly.
The passion.
You must have national spread. So where is it?
Why are you so concerned about that?
He said money was.
I never.
No.
The platform is always the same.
Insight on Citizen FM 93.7.
The source is constant.
My name is Lawrence Umoite.
There is always an opportunity.
Tomorrow, Insight returns with another interesting.
Insight with Lawrence Umoite on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Be part of the experience.
Looking for the best in news updates?
Yeah, man.
Listen to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Now listen.
News on the hour, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 p.m. News at noon, 12 noon. News from across the states, 4 p.m. And our major news at 6 p.m. Citizen FM 93.7. Always precise in news broadcast.
This is 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja.
The time is 9 o'clock.
Time for news on the hour.
Good morning and welcome to Citizen FM News at 9. I am Deborah Innocent. The Independent National Electoral Commission has sworn in a reappointed Resident Electoral Commissioner, Dr. Mahmouda Issa, for a second and final term. This was disclosed in a statement on Tuesday by the Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman, Mr. Rotimi Onyekami. Issa was first appointed in January 2018 and he served in both Jigawa and Kaduna states before his first term expired in January 2023. He has been deployed to the Federal Capital Territory. The Federal High Court in Lagos on Tuesday struck out a suit seeking the removal of the Chief Executive Office of Seplat Energy PLC, Mr. Roger Brown, over allegations of racism, favoritism of expatriate workers, discrimination against Nigerians, and breach of good governance. The suit was filed before Justice C.J. Aneke by 5 petitioners. In the suit, the petitioners alleged that Seplat's affair was being conducted in a manner illegal, oppressive, and unfairly prejudicial to the petitioners and other members of Seplat, and in total disregard to the interest of the petitioners, other employees, and Seplat as a whole. In his ruling, Justice Aneke struck out the suit and ordered the petitioners to pay 1 million to the second and third respondents. 6 African leaders plan to travel to Russia and Ukraine as soon as possible to help find a resolution to the war. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said Tuesday Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky have agreed to receive the mission and the African heads of state in both Moscow and Kyiv. Ramaphosa said he had held separate telephone calls with Putin and Zelensky over the weekend, where he presented an initiative drawn up by Zambia, Senegal, the Republic of Congo, Uganda, Egypt, and South Africa. Ramaphosa added that the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and the African Union have been briefed on the initiative and welcomed it. And that's the Citizen FM News on the hour. I am Deborah Innocent.
Looking for the best in news updates?
Yeah, man.
Listen to Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Now listen.
News on the hour, 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and 11 a.m. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and 5 Citizen FM 93.7. Always precise in news broadcast.
Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. Nigeria go better. If Nigeria go better, now your hand is there. If Nigeria go better, now my hand is there. Make we join us together, make Nigeria for better.
so still on still 5 minutes past 9 o'clock on top of the radio now. Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. This morning, Super Citizen at sunrise. Now the show. At a scoff, we don't check. We're there on top of the matter, the big talk. 9:30 now there we go. We'll get the next 25 minutes or the next 20 minutes to talk. And me, I don't talk. I don't water the ground. Now your own turn to talk to us this morning. Tell us how it take be for your side. Make I take this call. Hello, how they inside now this morning?
Good morning.
Morning to you, my brother, man. Who they talk there?
Samuel from Apo.
Samuel from Apo, talk to us this morning now.
You see, Nigeria, we should stop this kind of false statistics and propaganda. All this kind of thing, it will not help us in Nigeria. It will not help us. How will you say that Buhari has boost security and boost food this thing in Nigeria? Will you go to Kaduna and tell them that he has boost security, that he has maintained security? Or will you go to Benue and tell them that he has boosted this thing in Nigeria? Talk about inflation. When this man started this thing, when he started ruling, the movement of Gary was around 150, 200. Or if not less than that first. What buy Gary today? Red Gary.
How much?
Red Gary now is more than 500 naira.
1 million.
Because it did increase up to 500 naira. That's how they had this cash crunch.
Yeah.
The team now moved to this. They said they knew that they refused to collect cash. That they decided they cannot collect transfer.
Yeah.
The team moved to 700 naira. Understand? So what they do was after they get cash, after they get cash, instead of the team to fall back to 500 again, they stop it at 550, 600. If you come back to 500 again, and somebody like price I switch now, I reasonable I switch. That this titles, original titles.
I see.
It has moved from 500 naira to
1,200.
Yes, for I switch, for reasonable I switch.
That's two. I'll be one.
One, only one. Only one. No, but don't you use more. I'm not in a level matter. Understand? Go and price a tin of meat, big meat. Now go and price it. Tin of big meat. You want to take tea in your house. Go and look for bread. Go and buy bread. You want to take tea. Bread is 800 naira, 1,000 naira. And somebody will not come and say, he has done well, that he has done this.
But in that area of that rice, in that particular somewhere from Apo, that rice area, a lot of people they say yes, actually this government do well for rice production.
Rice production?
Yes.
Look, let me tell you now. Once they started this very something, they said when they give them that, when they put the rice, that the price of rice will be forced to come down when there is enough rice. Understand? When the rice finally came, when they finally got this, instead of them to bring the rice, and they are now saying they now have Nigeria for it. They now say the delivery of work for Nigeria for it. This Nigeria for it, they are now selling it for 1,100 naira. Instead of the rice to come down, they now hang it at the top of them. So what is the benefit?
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so a lot of things like that. We should stop this kind of propaganda.
Yes, thank you. All right, Samuel. Thank you so much for that one. Samuel from Apo. Thank you for that one. We don't talk. Hello, who they decide this morning now?
Hello, good morning, Ezemmuo.
Morning to you there. Sharply, for who don't know, make them know you and where they call us from.
This is NHJ from Nyanya.
NHJ John, don't be lying. We can hear from you quickly from Nyanya there.
I want to ask one question. Is it true, because I've been hearing this, that politics in Nigeria is all about telling lies before you can succeed? Is it true?
This is your question, Choku. Telling lies before you can succeed? Are there no honest politicians doing well in Nigeria?
I've been hearing this. It's what my ear is hearing. That is what I'm
No, but what are you seeing? Apart from what you're hearing?
If not, I begin to discover that, yes, what I've been hearing is really true. Because how can this present government come out that they have succeeded overcoming security and a lot of food surplus in Nigeria? How can they come up to say this? We masses, we know how we have been facing. We know what we are facing. Let's for them that everything is being donated to them and they are eating free. They don't have any stress in it. They donate food for them free, so they don't know how the poor people in Nigeria are facing. As I'm talking to you, the model of white gari is 350 naira. As I'm talking to you, rice is not 1-1, no. Rice is one. Is the good one you can see is 1-3, 1-2. Then talk of this lifting.
And that's two bag of tea. Yes, it's 50 naira, right?
250 naira.
Okay.
Was it like this before? Then what are they telling us?
All right.
What of security issues? Talk of Kaduna, the killing in Kaduna, the killing in Benue State, the killing in Taraba State, the killing in all major parts of northern region. Talk of Kogi State. What are they coming up to tell us that they have overcome security?
All right.
That is why I said the politics in Nigeria is all about telling lies before you can succeed.
No, but one other thing, NHO job, I understand you very clearly, but the spokesperson of the president said 12 million jobs in the area of agriculture, and then the simple calculation I say we have 52 fertilizer processing companies now as against 4. So that other one, people they work there now, work and then they create. That's number one. Number two, rice production, local rice, it don't increase the way when it be past before.
Then what are they doing with it?
What are they doing with the rice?
Yes, that increase.
They chop them now. Thank you so much for that one. Then they chop the rice, they sell the rice. Hello, they decide.
Good morning.
Morning to you, 12 minutes past 9 o'clock. Could you talk to us there?
Mr. Ben, the town from Carol.
Mr. Ben from Carol, welcome, my brother, man. Make me hear you now.
Person waiting to try. I don't understand. We are in try. We are in try.
In they tell you the area now.
Make it tell us how much we meet fuel per liter going from and how much in the liver and in the go.
No, not be fuel they talk about. Waiting the Garibashe. Hold on, so that we're not going to start to talk about we're not going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about some things. Garibashe talk about agriculture, and then he also mentioned security and corruption. All right, those are the areas he touched, especially agriculture. Now, there we did. All right.
Okay, agriculture now.
Yes.
How much the bag of rice when you enter office? Especially where they try say one can help us. Now I don't come help us now. How much is the leave bag of rice for us that they go?
All right.
So now I'm the trial now. How much the model of Gary when he enter office? Because that time when model of Gary at 16 naira, 17 naira, in the cry say Nigeria not supposed to buy Gary for 15 naira, 15 naira. If he enter, he will give us Gary 20 naira. Now we don't give our assets, don't enter now. Gary don't turn to 400 naira per month. I'm a trial.
Okay.
Fertilizer, how much the fertilizer when he enter office? How much is the leave bag of fertilizer for us that in the go? Check out that chemicals so they use to farm. My brother, how much them be? Now be trying now. If I pay 7% try and they check where you start and what you don't cover, and my own assessment for trial.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Notice when you come, Casino was very peaceful and friendly. You can go any part of Casino without fear. But when it will enter, upon saying I'm the for security. Casino can't turn to, if Casino can be sincere to publish how many people who don't die for Casino since 8 years, very different day for office. Well, I don't pass it with their life.
All right.
You understand?
Yes, I understand you.
Now, this is not my own assessment of the I don't try, this one don't try. Let me say, you got to praise yourself, trap yourself, like look at the way 4 from 3. They praise yourself. You understand? Let me ask every government, when they publish the loss of life as regards to insecurity since 8 years ago. Each state can publish, no state will give you less than 4,000 or 5,000. When Boko Haram was there during good luck regime, it was in a specific area.
All right.
Even all the bombs been put together.
Yes.
You know, waiting there for one state.
All right.
For this bad regime.
All right. All right. All right.
Put them try at that one. Make him attend himself well.
Thank you, sir.
The bitter truth.
Thank you. Yourself, you don't try now. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. All right, so quickly. Now, two things we drop for table. We dropped the issue of the comment from Garba Shehu, the spokesperson of the media, a senior special assistant to the president on media. Then we also talk about the issue of independent candidacy for elections from presidential to local government. When it be say the Senate, they push. And if the Senate push, it means say, if the president sign them, it means waiting day there be say you don't need, you could just contest and you could just get 20 for presidency to the signature of 20% of people, registered voters from the 36 states. Hello, who they decide?
Hello, good morning, Ezemmuo.
Morning to you, my brother. Who they talk to us now?
My name is Michael. They come from Nassau.
Michael, this one na 2 years or not be 2 days or 2 years, guy.
My brother, waiting the don't for this election make me to even to stop calling. But anyway, what can we do?
Go ahead, Michael from Nassau. Make me hear you, my brother.
You see, this what Garuba say we said.
Yes. Yes.
They have tried. According to Imo, they have tried. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying really to start with. In what area did you try? I mean, oh my God. You see, my brother, let me tell you, honestly, the day Nigeria will celebrate is the day of handover. You know that the exit of President Muhammad Buhari, people are going to celebrate not because we are having incoming government too, but because we are having somebody who has brought us where we are. Poverty all over the places are going out. So that day will be a day of celebration. I wish I can see you that day. Anyway, I will not ask you what you will take, but if I eventually see you, maybe I will know what to give you.
All right. All right.
The thing is that they also talk about the independent candidature.
Yes.
Anyway, I think it's also good. But you know how the National Assembly do their things. I don't know if they even mean to pass it, make it into law. They could have done it since now. Because this is not the first that people have been talking about this for a very long time. So if they mean to pass it, they could have passed it. And then the people can even see the opportunity in contesting, even during this last general election where people contested the election. So if they wanted to do it now, it's also good so that anybody can come from anywhere if you have what it takes and then you contest. If you are being voted for, well, so be it. I think that's my take, my brother. But the day we are going to celebrate the day of visit of President Muhammad Buhari.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that boy. Dr. Michael from Nassau. Well, I don't know when you say celebrate, exit. I don't know whether I don't reach like that. But then, yes, we still talk about the big talk with this one. 18 minutes past 9 o'clock. Two matters there on top of the table here. We detect the matter. We consign the comment from the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Oga Garba Shehu. It does say the Muhammad Buhari-led administration don't create 12 million new jobs in agriculture alone. And he goes further, they break them down, say when they take over, say now only 4 functional fertilizer processing companies they. Now it don't reach 52 and they are all working today according to how he take talk. And he say even the Rice Farmers Association of Nigeria themselves confirm them, say true, about 12 million new jobs then don't they on ground. And they don't do well for the area of agriculture. He said not even only agriculture where we do. Say we do well for agriculture. Say the agriculture now, our economy now not be a monocultural economy. Our economy not be economy where we say only oil. Now agriculture gets stamina enough to still carry some things, some burden. And then he still carry them to go front. They talk, say the country don't spend many things when they talk, say buying of foreign rice, say the country been spend $5 billion on buying foreign rice. Now, what the country don't spend. And I saw the comments I they talk many things when in talk. He still say the president do well in corruption. Say him will be President Muhammad Buhari. Say him will be Garba Shehu. Say he go fit to sleep knowing that Oga will be President Muhammad Buhari. No get any account when he get anywhere will be stolen funds 9 days inside. So, but people they say, well, beyond the president, how about the other people working with the president? Then on one side, then would they look the angle of independent candidacy? Independent candidacy, how far? Is it a welcome development? And then the processes, the rigors, all of them, will they check all of them on top of the big talk this morning? Talk to us. Who they are so this morning now?
Ezemmuo.
My brother, man. Now Felix. Now who they talk there? Nze. Because I see one this way pop up. I can't wonder who be Felix. Nze Alpha. Welcome.
I don't know if I know. Hello?
Yes, welcome.
You see, let me start with agriculture first. Can you hear me?
I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
When in 2015, all of us knew what the price of all the produce, what they were before Abuja came in. And now, what is the statistics of what is leaving behind, the price of all the produce? Because you use what they say, indicators, to judge whatever you're saying. You don't say just say something. You use statistics to judge whatever you before you conclude somebody did well, you not do well. So there was anchor borrower, or there's anchor borrower. But don't forget that the farmers, most of them lamented they could not repay their loan. Why? Because they were attacked by insurgency in the farm. Some of them flood carried their produce because they could not repay. I hope you are aware of that one.
Go ahead. Quickly, because of time. Yes.
I'm coming. So the rice, instead of rice to be plenty in the market, the price that will make the price to go down. What they produce now will not go reduce. That one is why the price of rice went up to that something thousand. Wow, look at rice.
All right.
So insecurity, independent candidate.
Yes.
That is very, very good, but it's all you have to call caveat. Caveat, I mean some condition.
Yes, of course.
If it is free for all, my brother, you know Nigerians now, only some people will not be 14 candidates, 40 signatures and be signing, bring out that, I will run. No control. So they have to bring, let us study it, know how they are going to do, because you can implement. If signing it now, I don't think we are right for that one for now. I don't think so, because
all right.
we're just beginning. That
All right.
is very good, but let us study it and know the disadvantage, advantage, so that we can address all the disadvantages.
All right, thank you so much for that one. We don't talk this morning now. Hello, who they decide? Yes, morning to you. Who they talk?
Good morning.
Morning to you there. Who they talk there quickly?
My name is GB.
Quickly, GB from Life Camp. Yes, go ahead quickly.
Yes.
Time no day. Yes.
Yeah, okay. The issue of the bill for citizen private and independent candidate.
Yes.
It's a good one. But I'm telling you, it's a tall tax. It's a tall dream. And I appreciate the way they made it like that. If not, you will see 100 candidates contesting for presidency. In fact, from every village, there will be a presidential candidate there. Let me tell you, for somebody who gets a registered voter of 20%, that means that person already won the election. Look at this last election now. About 90-something million registered, collected PVC. How many voted? About 25 million. So if you look at the ratio, it's about 22% or 30% of the registered voters. So if you, I make candidate can get 20% of registered voters' signature, then you have won the election. So and I know it's a third tax. There about issue of revolution. That's I support the government. There was revolution. This government has our economy, and we make people. Let me tell you recently, if you don't know, go and check our revenue. What we get from non-oil is more than oil.
When you say non-oil, how much of that comes from agriculture? And agriculture with the focus on?
That's what I'm saying. You see, agriculture is bringing in, because now we don't import much. We don't spend our urgent currency for import. We are not generating from within. That's the revenue, taxes, and the rest they pay. And let me tell you about it, saying that to 20 million something. I may not be sure of that, but let me tell you that every year we release graduates. Look at the graduates we release every year. So so you may not see the effect of that 20 million in our population, in our employment, because every year we release millions of graduates, both from outside the country and within the country. And let me tell you, that 20 million, they are not only graduates, there are manual labor, people work in the farm, people who are...
They said 12 million, not 20 million, 12 million jobs, new jobs. And then,
12 million jobs.
Yes.
They include driver, truck pusher, people who push, some people who arrange all these things in the factory. They include all of them. It's not only graduates, because when they say reduce jobs, always look at the graduates. No, all the menial workers, all those people who are trading, who are selling these rights, who are trading the market, they also create jobs for them. That's what the government is looking at. So that fact to me is real, because government really invests in agriculture in Nigeria, and we are seeing the result. As I said before, during coronavirus lockdown, we not beg for food in Nigeria. We feed ourselves for almost a year in Nigeria here. We eat our own food. Go to the store now. You will see Nigeria clean Nigeria rice, very, very flourishing. In Lagos now, they have established a rice mill that will produce tons of rice every day.
All right.
That should have rice in Nigeria. We not go and import those the paddy rice to mill in Nigeria.
All right.
They're everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you, GB. If they leave you now, make you don't go start another different campaign, GB. Thank you for that talk. Talk. All right, thank you for everybody who don't call us. 3 minutes, 9 remain, and 9:27 now waiting time to the talk. We don't talk about those things, but whatever the case is, independent candidacy, like they talk, caveat, conditions, they're important, because if they're very open-ended, make the process not go they bastardized. But the idea itself is not totally bad, from waiting many people to talk. Then, on the issue of the comments from Garba Shehu, Nigerians don't they react to that one. Some people say yes, the government did well in the area of agriculture. Some people say no, government could have done better. The government of President Muhammad Buhari should have done better or could have done better. So all of them that they talk, where don't they go on? We can still continue the conversation, but for today, for now, here, we'll go bumpy. 9:30 in a time for sunny side of sports, and then a scoff. By the time we get to 10 o'clock, the big Don Lawrence Omoyete go day here with Insight. No Touch Radio. Enjoy yourself. Citizen FM 93.7. I go jam you.